It's been a busy year for new bikes, products, and in particular group sets in 2022. But what can we expect from the three big group set manufacturers? So SRAM, Shimano, and not forgetting Campagnolo in 2023. Well, in this video, I'm going to share my thoughts, predictions, speculation, and some rumours about what we might expect to see from the three big group set manufacturers next year. And feel free to share your own thoughts and desires by leaving a comment down below. So let's dive in. And we'll start with SRAM because we've seen some spy shots over the last few days in the mainstream bike media that give us the first glimpse of what the US company might be launching next year. And because it's been 4 years since they launched Red ETAP Access in Tucson, Arizona, I was actually there reporting for Road CC at the time, rode the new group set and did a video and story on it. I can't actually believe it's been 4 years since that launch in Tucson. So yeah, time does fly in the bike world, but what can we expect? Well, a big question is whether it's 12 speed like it is right now, or does it make the leap to 13 speed? That's a big question, and one I don't really have any visibility on. I can see them going to 13 speed because Campag have 13 speed already, Rotor have 13 speed, and 13 speed will keep them one step ahead of Shimano because Shimano have no indication just yet of going 13 speed. They've only just launched Dura-Race, Ultegra and 105 at 12 speed. So SRAM going to 13 speed will give them that step ahead of their main rival. So that really is a big question. And let me know what you think about SRAM going to 13 speed, or would you rather they stay at 12 speed as they are right now? Now, some other changes I can expect and hope to see from new Red are firstly, smaller hoods like we had on Rival. I think the new hoods on Rival are a big success over the slightly bulbous hoods on Red and Force. So smaller, more compact hoods to improve the ergonomics would be good on this new flagship group set. Hopefully there'll be some disc brake improvement, so more pad to rotor clearance, some more adjustment as well to make it easier to maintain and get around any issues you might have with alignment and clearance when you're riding in tricky, challenging conditions. Smaller derailleurs and batteries could be nice as well, especially that front mech when you are running on a gravel bike with a wide tyre, the clearance is pretty tight. So smaller, more visually appealing derailleurs would be nice. And then of course, less weight would be nice as well, because it's no secret that the latest generation of electronic only, disc brake only group sets are pretty heavy compared to the golden era of super lightweight mechanical shifting group sets. So less weight, save a bit of material weight here and there would be a good thing on a group set to really go back to how group sets used to be pretty lightweight in the olden days. Another really interesting and enticing rumor that has done the rounds on the internet is automatic shifting. So apparently using a series of sensors, cadence and power and speed, the group set can shift gear for you, shift the rear mech and the front mech to suit the cadence. So imagine being able to choose your cadence, say 95 RPM, and a group set will take care of all shifting for you. All you have to do is pedal, and whether you're going up a climb, along a flat road or descent, it's changing gear for you automatically all the time to keep you in that sweet spot of cadence. That sounds really appealing. Shimano does offer something reasonably similar, but not quite the same. You can let the front mech be shifted, controlled by the rear mech, so you only have to shift up and down and take care of the front mech, whether you're in a big ring or a small ring, but not fully automatic like a rumour from the new SRAM group set. I can see beginners and less experienced riders liking the idea of a group set, a bike that changes gear for them, but something I can't wait to try if that is a real feature on their new group set. Another really exciting and enticing rumour is that we might see a new, more affordable 4th tier electronic group set from SRAM in the shape of Apex. So Apex is a rather old group set in the company's range, last updated in 2016, 11 speed mechanical shifting. I'm not sure if they still manufacture it or still offer it, but if the rumours are true, this could be reborn as a new 4th tier electronic ETAP group set. So the pricing of this new group set would be really interesting. So currently Rival is about £1,000 to £1,200 here in the UK, depending on the configuration, 1x or 2x. So Apex being more affordable, you'd be looking at, I don't know, £700, £800 for an electronic group set. unless they move the price of rival up and then Apex occupies that space. But hopefully we see a sub £1,000 electronic group set, which could make a sub £3,000 carbon road bike with an electronic group set a real possibility. And lastly, on the SRAM front, and a real outside punt this, is that SRAM buys Classified. Classified is the amazing 2-speed hub that I reviewed way back in the summer. I'll put a link to that down below. Really smart Belgian design hub that gets around some of the drawbacks of previous hub systems, namely weight and drag, and offers the first exciting prospect of a hub that we can see on a high-end road, gravel, or even mountain bike, and gives you the benefits of 1x and 2x wrapped up in one neat package. And it makes sense if SRAM buys it, because SRAM have a history of acquiring companies. Zip, RockShox, Truvative, and so on and so on. That's their model for success and for growth, is buying other companies. And Classified are doing pretty well on their own, but they're still a small company. And if they were bought by SRAM, they benefit from all that manufacturing capability. The price would instantly come down, hopefully, and they could better integrate that Classified system into a group set with a SRAM setup, especially the shifting, the wireless electronic shifting on that group set. And that'd be a fantastic way for Classified to grow their market share, get more awareness out there in the world, and for SRAM to offer something different, something over Shimano and Campagnolo, which they currently don't have in their lineups. Now onto Shimano, and the Japanese company has been busy over the last year to 18 months. They brought out 12-speed semi-wireless dual race and Ultegra at the same time, and this year we've had 105 Di2, a long overdue update and addition to their Di2 range. So next year I don't really see them launching anything big in the road bike space. But all that said, I do hold out hope, a small glimmer of hope, for a new mechanical shifting group set, because while they brought out 105 Di2, they've not actually said that I can see anywhere that they're killing off 105 mechanical. Everybody's just made that leap, made that assumption based on them launching 105 Di2. But I still hold out hope for a new mechanical 105. Whether it's 11 speed like it currently is, or makes a leap to 12 speed, I don't know. But a 12 speed mechanical shifting hydraulic disc brake 105 group set will be fantastic in terms of weight, performance, and also price, becoming a lot cheaper than 105 Di2. So I think it'd be really smart, really shrewd move by Shimano to bring out a nice, lightweight, simple mechanical 105 group set, 12 speed, all the technology we've seen from 105 and dual race in terms of braking performance, shifter ergonomics as well, and get that on a nice, lightweight carbon frame at a price much lower than 105 Di2. I think there's space for both to coexist, and I'd happily see that. But whether it happens or not is anybody's guess. But let me know what you think down below. The other punt is, instead of making a nice new 105 mechanical shifting group set, they actually boost Tiagra from 10 speed, which it currently is, up to 11 speed, and that sort of occupies the space left by the vacant 105 mechanical shifting group set. So all the technology we used to have on Ultegra and 105 mechanical shifting group sets, but now at that Tiagra level, but probably a higher price point, because it seems like everything going up in price. So Tiagra sort of moving up and filling that space could be a nice smart move as well. Otherwise, road group sets one side, I think the big focus for Shimano will be on their GRX gravel bike lineup in 2023. It launched, 3 years ago, been very popular, lots of options, 800, 600 and 400, and mechanical and electronic offerings, but I think we might see a big update this year. Now the obvious move for GRX is to bring all the technology from dual race, Ultegra and now 105 to GRX for the first time. So of course I'm talking 12 speed, the semi-wireless, the charge ports on the rear mech, the new synchro brakes and some other small changes here and there, and a visual makeover as well. Putting those more obvious updates to one side, there are some things I'd love to see from new GRX next year, namely a wider range of gearing options. I think SRAM have been a lot more progressive, a lot more daring when it comes to gearing options on their gravel bike group sets. So namely Explore and also their mullet setup, where you use a mountain bike, rear mech and cassette and have a massive range of gears for really extreme bike packing and gravel off-roading. And while GRX has been popular, I think the gearing options are a bit limited. So I'd love to see more options for gearing setups and the ability to mix and match a mountain bike cassette and road group set in a way you can do with SRAM right now. Give you more options to customize and tailor your gravel bike to the riding you are doing. And now, poor old Campagnolo. I say poor because they often get forgotten about, and I do fear, sadly, they've been left behind in the sort of arms race between Shimano and SRAM, which is a real shame, but I do think they could easily turn around with a few smart changes. So the Eka 1x13 group set launched 2 years ago was amazing. I was super impressed with it and a really smart gear ratio setup, but that's 2 years ago and they haven't really followed up. And while I've been popular with bike brands who do see it spec from time to time, it's not as popular as it should be, and it definitely hasn't really threatened Shimano and SRAM in that space. Now I think to address that, a cheaper, low-cost offering, less like carbon and more aluminium, to bring it down to a low price point would be a really smart choice. And then to address the top end, a new electronic version using the EPS technology, or even better, going wireless. So far, we haven't seen any interest in Campag going wireless, whether full wireless like SRAM or semi-wireless like Shimano. But it could, with the EPS technology, go wireless or semi-wireless. I'm sure it's not that difficult really. And Eka would be the ideal platform. A really popular gravel bike group set. The underlying technology is fantastic, and producing a really bling top-end wireless offering would be fantastic and really go toe-to-toe with SRAM and Shimano in that space. So two things, a more affordable Eka and a super bling high-end all-tech version at the top of the range. So that's a gravel side sorted. What about the road? Well, here they have several options. The most obvious one is Super Record EPS go to 13 speed. Because Campag likes to be first, they were first to 10, 11 and 12 speeds. So being the first of a 13 speed road group set would be in fitting with their history so far. So that'd be a pretty obvious move. The less obvious move would be a wireless or semi-wireless version of EPS and really bring it up to date with what the market expects and what Shimano and SRAM are delivering on. But that's at a really expensive high end. What they really need is a good, solid mid-range offering. Something that can really compete with Ultegra Di2 and Force ETAP Axis. So a really good chorus, electronic, wireless or semi-wireless group set, 12 speed, good price point. That I think is what they really need to gain back some market share from Shimano and SRAM, because otherwise I fear they are being left behind. And the other option is a double down on their mechanical group set offerings, because they are becoming the only manufacturer to offer a decent mid-range mechanical group set. So you could see that as an opportunity, while Shimano and SRAM are going fully wireless and electronic and really double down on mechanical. But I just don't see their future success lying in supporting mechanical shifting. I think it's a dead horse. As popular as some people in the comment section may think it is, it's clear most bike brands and people buying new bikes want electronic shifting. So I think Campag really need that mid-range offering to go head-to-head with Ultegra and Force if they are to be a credible alternative in the future. Those then are my predictions, speculations and some rumours about what we might see from the three big group set manufacturers in 2023. But what do you want to see? Let me know by leaving a comment down below what your rumours, expectations are, and what group set you are planning to buy in 2023, and what do you want from that group set as well. And if you want to watch a video comparing Shimano, SRAM and Campag, click this button right here.